Please put your mask back on. Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Basic Military Training Center School 2. Before we begin, may I kindly request that you have your phone switched off or put to silent mode. In just a moment, I'll be inviting our commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Ashari Ismail, for his opening address. Following that, we'll proceed on with the Overtaking Ceremony and the singing of the national anthem. Without further ado, I would now like to invite our commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Ashari Ismail, for his opening address. See you, sir. Please.
Very warm welcome to BMTC School 2. Today marks a special day for all of you, where you enlist yourself into national service. Perhaps it's the most difficult decision that you have to make, but the fact that you get yourself reported to Selarang camp, came in for national service, speaks volume about your courage, your bravery. I think you should give yourself a pat on your back for having to do this. I can assure you that I feel the same way as you 20 years ago, and the feeling was jittery, but I can assure you here that as you step into this school and this company, your commanders will walk this journey with you and make sure that you enjoy every single moment of it. I'm the CEO, and over the next 9 weeks, I'll be responsible for the training, your well-being, your safety. Allow me to share with you my command team. School Second in Command, Major Ideal. School Sergeant Major, Master Warrant Officer Tan Ming Lai. Our School Manpower Officer, Lieutenant Ding Tse. Safety Officer, Mr. Lee Ping Pat. Orientation Officer, which you will get to see him very frequently, Mr. Chin Singh, and our Dr. Jonathan, who will attend to your medical needs. Bentley, are you okay? You've been fidgeting from just now. Sit down. By now you have known that you are enlisting to Kestrel Company, and the Kestrel Company is commanded by Captain Kenneth Ryan Pang. Assisting him is Warren Go Hin Kiang together with Master Sergeant Calvin. And you also find yourself being posted to the respective platoon. Platoon 1 is commanded by Lieutenant Amshar, Platoon 2, Lieutenant Ethan, Platoon 3, Lieutenant Sebastian, and Platoon 4, Lieutenant Yan Yang. Moving on to our BMTC training framework, our mission is to transform each of you into a confident and committed soldier, and our vision is to ensure that when you leave this place at the end of the 9 week, you'll have a positive, meaningful, and memorable experience. Our training framework is premised on soldier-centric, holistic, and emphasizes on progressive and safe development. Eventually, we want each of you and the soldiers to be competent, fit, and resilient. In short, strong body, strong heart, and strong mind. The BMT training is progressive, and each of you must first acquire the basics before moving on to the next phase of training. The commanders will enforce the training standards. At the same time, training is also customized according to your medical condition, your fitness, and your skill. You will be grouped according to your group ability, and you'll find yourself doing the same thing and achieving the same standards for the training. The commanders will conform to the training safety regulation together with the authorized operating manual. This to ensure that trainings are carried out properly and safely at all times. The safety officer will also go around to ensure and check the next level of safety. For instance, should you be unwell and coming back from medical illness, your commanders will ensure that you have properly built up your physical condition before advancing. The next thing is you also be paired up with your friends. So should you have been staying in a same room, you will have a few friends that will known as a buddy to keep a lookout for one another during admin time as well as training. These, amongst the many other safety practices, will be performed by your commanders to ensure that you're safe at all times. In the event of emergency, there are three modes of evacuation, namely the land, sea, and air evacuation. Over the next 48 hours, you find yourself being interviewed by your commanders, and it intends for them to get to know your background, your situation. Besides this means, there are many other mediums available where you can raise your challenges. This includes the counseling, the hotlines, many others. But what is important, should you have any of these concerns, to bring them up speedily so that we can give you the necessary attention and resources. For the next 2 weekends, you'll find yourself staying in camp so as to adjust and adapt to the military environment. Additionally, it's for you to foster friendship, build new friends with your roommates and your platoon. And your commander will help you to integrate during this period of time. There are broadly 3 phases in BMT. In the first phase, the adjustment and the assimilation, where you get to foster friendship through sports and games, PT activities, weapon presentation. The phase 2, the knowledge acquisition, you get to learn soldiering skills and fundamentals to sharpen your ability to fight, such as field camps, CQB, close quarter battle, ranges, high-grade throwing, and so on. And then the final phase, which is knowledge application, you get to apply all this that you've learned through BIC, route marches, test centers. As part of our safety measures in combating the COVID-19 together with the new variants, we have put in place a strict mask policy, SMM measures, swab and send home for people with fever-like symptoms, vaccination, boosters for those who have yet to receive their boosters, and for those who have been vaccinated, a weekly ART will be conducted to ensure that we remain safe and do not carry a source of infection. And for those who have not been vaccinated a daily ART will be conducted at your own expenses. And these are all in accordance to the Ministry of Health guidelines. As we progress further into the course, you'll find some important dates. Beginning tonight at 9 p.m, your commanders will tell you to reach out to your phone and call your parents. Tell them 2 things. Number 1, tell them that you've been posted to Kestrel Company, School 2. Number 2, tell them that you will get to see them again on 21st of January. The other things, such as your graduation parade, while this is important, it may seem a bit distant, but I want you to know that when you put your heart towards your training and enjoy every single moment of it, the graduation march and parade, which will take place on the 4th of March, will be very near. Allow me to conclude. The last few minutes briefly covers the training and measurement system BMT. Safety system is safe, progressive. Standards that we set for you are as realistic and achievable. What's important is that the training will be customized according to your medical condition, but it will nevertheless be demanding and be tough. So I expect each of you to put in your best in your training. With that, I will invite all of you to stand as we proceed to the Overtaking Ceremony. Stand. Raise up with your right hand, keep your feet together. Allow me to remind you that the oath of allegiance and the oath taking is the most sacred, symbolic ceremony as you enlist yourself into the national service. Therefore, I urge all of you to say with conviction, sense of pride, and with your loud voice. You shall repeat after me. I. Your NRC number. Full name. Having entered the service of the Republic of Singapore. under the Enlistment Act, do solemnly and sincerely affirm that I will always bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of Singapore. I will be ready at the order of the government to rise up to the defense of the Republic of Singapore. I will obey the laws of the Republic of Singapore and the orders of my commanders. I will carry out my duties with integrity, courage and commitment at all times. And I will preserve and protect the honor and independence of the Republic of Singapore. With my life. You put out a hand. Very good.
Enlistees, please remain standing for the national anthem. Enlistees, please remain standing for some final words of encouragement.
Allow me to first congratulate you and welcome you to the NPF. I want you to, from today, start by devoting your heart and your mind towards your training. I know that through this training, you get fitter, faster and stronger for yourself and for the loved ones that you have sworn to protect. As you go through this journey, I want you to share this part of the SF story with your friends and your family members. Before you leave this place, I want you to reflect on three things. Number one, ask yourself, why are you here? Number two, ask yourself, who are you doing this for? And lastly, ask yourself that despite your medical condition, despite your B3 or B4 medical status, you will remind yourself that this is never a disability, but instead to have a positive attitude and mindset to go through this journey together, putting your best and not sit up for training. So do your best, and I wish you all the very best in your training and take care of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Enlistees, we've come to the end of this segment. Please collect all your belongings and exit row by row to the exit following our ushers. Thank you.